Let's look at this question on the revision sheet for Chapter 9. We're told that this is an amortization table for an annuity investment. I want to point out a few things just so that you know when you're looking at this, just make sure you understand the difference between the reducing balance loan and the annuity investment, and the things that are going to happen in that amortization table. Now, I'm just going to correct something here right now that I've just noticed. This says principal reduction, and that is actually not going to be a reduction because this is an annuity investment. And if you have a look, the interest is increasing, the principal addition is increasing, and the balance of the investment is increasing, okay? This balance of investment can't be increasing if this was a principal reduction. So that's just a typo in your question. So don't worry too much about that. This is an annuity investment, and that means that the balance is going to keep growing because not only is it earning interest, there's also regular payments being made to increase that balance. Now, the first thing that we're asked to calculate are the monthly and annual percentage interest rates. So the way that we can do that is we can have a look at any point where we have the balance and we know the interest that was earned the next compounding period. That will allow us to work out that interest rate. So if this is monthly, these payments, then 3.75 divided by that 1,500 and multiplied by 100 will give us that rate, okay? So we get a monthly rate of 0.25%. So to get our annual rate, we will just multiply that by 12. Okay, and so our annual rate for this question will be 3%. For the next part of the question, part B, we're asked to calculate the values of A, B, and C. So for A, we have to find the balance after the second payment. So we just need to look at the principal addition and add that on to the previous balance. So in this case, we're going to have 1,500 plus that 63.75, which is the principal addition. So our new balance will be 1563.75. That's the value of A. To find the value of B, we're working out now what the principal addition would be. So that's just going to be our payment of $60 plus this interest that was earned. So we're going to add those two together and that will give us B. Okay, we can work that out without the calculator. 63.91. Now, we could even check if that makes sense. We've worked out what A is. We worked out A was 1563.75 here. So the other way that you could work out B is just to take the difference between the balance here after payment 3 and compare it to this balance we found in A. So let's just double check and make sure that we do get that. So if I take 1627.66 and I subtract that value for A, 1563.75, as you can see, I get 63.91. So you usually have a couple of ways that you can check your answer. So the last thing that we're asked now is to find the value of C. So again, there's two ways that you could do it. You could find out 0.25% of this balance because that's what you charge. That's that's what the interest you earn. But it's far easier to just have a look and realise, okay, we've made a payment of $60. The principal addition is $64.07. So the interest that must have been earned will be the difference between those two values. So C is going to be equal to 64.07 take away 60, which is $4.07. Now, in the context of this amortization table, it's really good if you can look at and make sure everything's happening how it should. So these values of interest should be increasing for an annuity investment. So 391, and then we get 407, which is bigger, which is good. Our principal addition should be going up, and our balance of investment should be going up as well.